I turned up my mic because I had some issues in the last like 5 or 6 videos where you just couldn't hear me. So I was like, fuck it. You know what? They're still going up. I can't go back. It's too late now at this point. Why is this always so lit up? That's, yeah, not ominous at all. The door closed behind me. That's not creepy. Come on, horsey. Fuck, dog. DeWolfka. It's been like a day and a half since I've played. Yeet. This game is sick, though. Like, I'm absolutely in love with it. And the people that are upset that it takes too long, I don't understand. Why are you upset that you got so much content? You paid $60 and you're going to get like 100 hours of content. And people are upset about that. Like, what? I think they'd be more upset or they'd be less upset if they got less content, which is just stupid. Why not? Why wouldn't you want more of something? Oh my god! Alright, hang on. Let's go get this viewpoint. It's crazy how much architecture, like, the Romans left behind, and how different the styles got through time. I mean, like, a lot of Europe still looks like this. Like France, especially, with, like, Notre Dame and a bunch of different areas. But I just find it really interesting that, like, how different things got. And a lot of Europe doesn't look like this, and a lot of different places don't look like this at all. But it's just, it's crazy to see how far technology has come. And I get it's been like 800, 900, 1,000 years. So. The Roman Empire fell in, I don't even know when. I should probably learn that. I played Origins.
It seems Alderman Beerston has made this ruin his longhouse.
Why is my cup empty?
Perhaps because you have drunk the barrel dry?
Lord,
Ah, a heroic-looking Dane in our midst.
I am looking for Beerstan, the Alderman of this shire.
Our lord is not at home, but his wife is receiving visitors upstairs in her usual fashion. If you speak with her,
That kind of sounds like
run out of ale.
he's calling her a whore.
His household is as poorly run as his lands.
Estrid is a good wife. Far better than he deserves.
You would say that, Adrian. Your wife is like a sow in a skirt.
My sweater run is a worthy woman, you coxcomb. She's an excellent cook.
You! Gods will come at one cry from me!
Sheathe your blade, lady. I am Eivor of the Raven clan, here at your husband's request.
Another Dane.
There was
I
more?
am Estrid, wife of the Lord of Essex. As you may have heard, my lord is not at home.
She French?
You do not speak as one from here. Where is your home?
These rain-sodden bogs and fog-washed hills are not my home. thank
Yep,
Christ.
she's French.
I come from Francia.
My grandfather walked on Frankish sod. He spoke of an appetite for conquest that rivaled our own.
Sadly, my conquests are reduced to pettish thanes and graceless men, all Frankish fire extinguished.
I am weary of rounding up Saxons. Is your husband stolen, drunk, or wayward?
He'll be stalking the woodlands today, hunting game and ignoring the vital affairs of Essex.
Sounds
One
about right.
such affair is why we called for you.
If I can find him, I will remind him of his duties.
Ah, such would be a miracle. His favorite haunt is southwest of here. The lavender fields there attract the prey, God help him.
With luck, he hasn't been eaten,
Sounds
but I will
about right.
return either way.
That gas looks interesting. Or smoke, I guess.
Patience is a godly virtue, Adred.
Even the saints were tired of waiting up there, stand back up.
There's a Roman artifact down here.
All we want is to share our music with the world.
Devote yourselves to godlier activities!
You stomp our spirits with your talk of devils.
God will strike you down for your malodorous melodies! Go back to the hellhole you crawled out of!
This is our home. We're not tourists.
Now you have broken my flow. How can a man compose with you spewing in his ear?
I was really hoping he would jump in there. Easiest artifact I've ever found.
All we want is
Shit
to
required
share
zero
our
effort.
music with the world.
Devote yourselves to godlier activities!
You stomp our spirits with your talk of devils.
Why the wailing?
We are a band of bards, ahead of our time. Musical prodigies, even. But that madman, the self-proclaimed Bishop of the Ruins, is our biggest critic. He calls our playing the Devil's Bagpipes.
That strange instrument, made of bladder and bone. It does wheeze like an old woman.
He drives away our audience with his doom-knelling. All we want is to bring a little joy to this jilted generation.
A worthy aim. Maybe he needs convincing of your talents.
You would volunteer? Ah, you are a lover of fine music. This is surely
Wait,
an
they want me to
omen.
play?
Renounce your perverted ways before the law!
Why not let the boy play music? He brings pleasure to the people.
Music is the devil's wind breaking. Foul and rancid. I, as the Bishop of the Ruins, will not stand for it.
Bishop of the Ruins. Is this title Alfred given?
It is God-given. He spoke to me as I stood one night pissing against the stones. I am his instrument to stamp out the devil's tune.
Then you and I must disagree.
Die!
Punch the priest! Smack
Oh my God.
vision! Punch the priest! Punch that cleric!
He's running away. What a pussy.
You have done us a great
Ooh, can I attack
service.
him?
I
Come
will
here.
compose this day into song.
May you continue to make merry harmonies. Hunting is a fine sport, but I hope the Elderman has not become the prey. No good comes from a camp this bloody. They were caught off guard as they supped. They were attacked by a beast. Something strong enough to kill a horse.
It's the guy. We thought he was dead.
Some large prey left these tracks in the grass.
Or bear.
The remains of the hunting party. This one was savaged by a large animal. The hunters were prey to a large beast or two. I can only hope that Beastin still lives.
Show.
That was easy.
Beastin!
Ready your weapon, or
Oh,
accept
shit.
your fate as a feast for bears. Do not let them trust you. You have savaged enough men today, beast. Gets the blood coursing.
That's one of them.
Your weapon strikes true.
Oh, get fucked up.
You have my gratitude to stumble upon me in my moment of greatest peril. Perhaps you were God sent.
I am Estrid sent. Your wife and the Thanes of Essex both want your balls on a blacksmith's anvil.
When do they not? You could return and report that the savage claw took me. Poor Beerstan, his exit pursued by a bear.
And make the beast Lord of Essex in your stead.
No doubt my Estrid would prefer his velvet paws to my calloused hands. So, who are you? A sellsword?
I am Eivor of the Raven Clan. You hinted at an alliance for the loan of my unique talents.
Blood, yes. Let us return to Colchester at once, and we'll speak more of the delicate matter on my mind. I'm glad you answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. You lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights, and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet, lingering pain, paralyzing
Does
you
he
with
just want to get a
sting?
divorce?
There is pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping your things in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband. I have always been a plucked goose in matters of love. And a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Beastin.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted bow. My eyes narrowing at the sight of prey.
Aye, a crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Beastin.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
You must mark me if you think I'm capable of worry. Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of Wattle and Daub. I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Coin, imagination, talent.
And your people? Is Essex happy?
That is a question I never really ponder. I suppose they are. I hope they are. Alfred believes I rule like a chickless hen, flapping and squawking over nothing but the farmer's dinner.
He interferes.
No, he disapproves. Is that not infinitely worse? But look, we are nearing my hall. I must face the wolves at my door before we discuss your favor to Essex, Abel. ready to help me fend off the spears of their displeasure?
Let them speak their woes. I'll advise you if I can.
Who is this owl, Bearston, that twitters in your ear?
An advisor, nothing more. Here to help Essex navigate her brewing storms. Now, my dear brethren, Adrid, perhaps you will start us off. What troubles you?
You're a disgrace, Beerstan. Couldn't get a sow pissed in an alehouse. Alfred's men are crawling all over Essex.
King Alfred, yes. Though it is within his right, the constant presence of his men is certainly an issue.
Alfred will get bored soon enough. He has bigger pikes to bake than are to be found in this stolid backwater.
Alfred's forces are only here because of Estrid's failed kidnap. Now that she is safe, they will soon be gone. And you, Wyatt, what do you say?
Your preparations for the Lammas Festival. How can you think of spending so much coin when your people are starving?
He should put his own ham fist in his purse and contribute coin to the festival.
Yes, you worry about the cost of such a festival, one that thanks God for our great harvest. Contribute your own coin, then. And Aldrich, do you yap like a she-hound as Adrid does?
You know my thoughts, Bearston. The field. How can we give men to Alfred for his wars when our harvest suffers day by day?
Refuse to send your men. Let Alfred's people die for his hopeless cause against the Norse.
Then we refuse.
Refuse our king? Has madness taken your wits, Bearston?
There. Have I not answered all your questions?
You are a stain on this shire, Bearstan. Useless.
Useless.
That's right. Yet still you haunt my hall. Be gone. I haven't time for your squabbling. That ceased their prattling.
I think I did
A fine
pretty good.
outcome, Abel. The very soul of balance.
A firm hand is all you need, Björsten. Whether on your hunting bow or on your helm.
All this talk of hunting makes me long for the woods.
Your wife awaits, Björsten. Are you not worried some other man will drench your sheets with his sweat?
Ha! She does as she must. As do I.
You have done the impossible, Dane. Returned my errant gander to his coop.
My pettish love. Such a stormy countenance clouds the sun of my return.
Your thanes drank the ale the abbot gifted us. All of it.
Now that is a tragedy my heart will not easily overcome.
If he looked at me with the same affection he shows for hunting deer, our marriage might have survived.
Essex seems at odds with itself. Have you called me here to fix the many problems I have already seen today?
No, no, I would not inflict the infighting of my thanes upon you, Eivor. Our matters are more delicate.
Is it their marriage?
And of a more personal bent, requiring a finesse and discretion that these Saxons often lack.
So,
Yo,
what
she
do you
kind of
need of me?
thick.
Our affairs are more of heart than of state, Eivor. What little passion there was between us faded into bickering long ago.
We would have our freedom, Eivor. I from my wife, and my wife from Essex.
I am too sharp a weapon for so soft a task. Why not part and be done with it?
Oh, were I a Dane, and divorce as simple as a slit throat. But it's not so easy as that.
Explain yourselves, clear and plain, and I will do it. The poetry here is mind mud.
We had a plan, a simple plan. A woman lost and a woman found.
Some time ago, we paid a Dane to kidnap me and ferry me safely to Francia. As you can see, he did not deliver.
He was certainly thorough in other regards.
Some Norse can be quick to take coin and slow to earn it. If I give my word, it is not broken.
Could we try the kidnap again? Much of the planning is done. It would only take a more trustworthy overseer.
It should be a bold venture if we do. Loud and brash and seen by all.
During our Llamas festival, merry peasants and guards with wandering eyes.
Your return to Francia would need a swift ship with a captain ready to leave England.
We could ask him.
I would have thought his steed and seamen spent.
Come find me in the market, Eivor. Our unwelcome guests require food and ale to soften their anger.
My wife is a gracious and attentive host, Abel. The only thing that keeps my braying thanes at bay.
And the woman found?
A darling Maybud, Ulvida, my childhood sweetheart. I left her 20 years ago in Malden to marry my prickled pear.
20 years. Can an ember so cold be reignited?
We can hope. You must fan the flame. Find her, bring her to my lakeside cottage, and light a bonfire there. I will know to come. I believe she lived in the last house in Malden. A small, sweet place where fond memories were made.
I will do as you both ask, and ask Freya for success in this love game.
Good luck in your endeavors, Eivor. I pray you
This
find
is
my
cool.
armor
It doesn't
with
like trying to
fair
fight a
face and
war or
yearning
do
heart.
anything. It's just
Now, should I look for Alvida first? Or meet
No.
with Estrid at the marketplace?